Hey everybody, what's up? It's Corny Kid. Yes, my hair is a mess. I took my beanie off. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a little update of the comics that I got over a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, I think, or yeah, a month or so ago. I don't think I showed you guys these. Um, some I got for $1, others I had to order from eBay. But yeah, let's get started. And the first one is Uncanny X-Men, number 141, Days of Future Past. Um, the next X-Men movie's coming out, and it's going to be based off of this comic. Well, one of these comics. Or two of these comics. I'm sorry, two. Um, and it's basically time travel, which is going to be badass. I can't wait for this. And the next one I got, Uncanny X-Men, number 142. This is the continuation of the storyline of Days of Future Past. Hi, Waffles. And there he goes. So that's another one I can't wait for. Amazing Spider-Man 700. This is the last Amazing Spider-Man after 50 years. This title will no longer be available. Well, it'll be available, but it's not going to be a continuing series anymore. They're going to be starting with Superior Spider-Man. I have no idea why. A lot of people were on the fence about this one. You either loved it or you hated it. I thought it was alright. Not my way of really ending a 50-year run of The Amazing Spider-Man, what they did to Peter Parker. They could have done better, but I do like the cover. But yeah, I think Todd McFarlane should have done the art, and the story should have been done by someone else. But it was all right. It was, it is what it is, unfortunately. This one I got for $1, even though it says $20.99. I got for $1 at my comic store. Was Uncanny X-Men 114, the day the X-Men died. I really like the cover on this. Really, really dramatic. You know, Professor X, Beast, Jean Grey, and all the others in the background. And if you can see in the background, Waffles the cat. Waffles! What are you doing? Okay, go down. This is another one I got for $1. X-Men number 1 with Beast, Professor X, Storm, and Jean Grey. Jim Lee art. I really enjoy Jim Lee's style. You don't get to see enough of that. To me, personally, I got out of comics because the artistry of it was getting a little bit lazy, in my opinion. It didn't have this much detail. That's why I love Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee. They're my two favorite comic book artists. Next, I don't know if this is a limited edition or not because of the way it's gold. This is another one I got for $1. Wolverine, number 41. Really badass cover. Wolverine in the brown suit versus his quote-unquote brother, Sabretooth, with Cable. So, yeah. I don't even know what this is about. It says a secret revealed. I think this was in the 90s. This one was supposed to be Sabretooth. When they were trying to figure out the relationship between these two, they quote-unquote revealed that Sabretooth was Wolverine's dad. But in the origin comic book, the miniseries that came out like a couple of years ago, like a while ago actually, it was revealed that Sabretooth was Wolverine's stepbrother or something like that. This is probably one of my favorite covers. This is Uncanny X-Men 281. A New Team is Born. Just the empowerment of Jean Grey and Storm on this, art by Jim Lee, is freaking phenomenal. There's Colossus right there. One of my excuse me, favorite looking issues right here. This is what comics were all about back then. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get this CGC. I'm gonna get all these CGC'd actually, my entire collection at Comic-Con when I go again. This is Uncanny X-Men number 126. This was part of the new team, I believe, after the Giant Size X-Men edition. They added Wolverine, Storm, Nightcrawler, Thunderbird, but he died because I guess they didn't want him. So yes, this is another favorite cover of mine. Just the colors that pop out and stuff are just amazing. Now we get more to the modern age. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 690. It's okay. I don't think I'll get the CGC. I was gearing up for Amazing Spider-Man 700. I guess he's versing vampires. So yeah. And what else do I have? I have two more. And this one is The Amazing Spider-Man 698. Yeah, 698 with Doc Ock. In this issue, you find out, or in a couple back issues I read, you find out Dr. Octopus has cancer. He's dying. He looks like shit right now. So what does he do in 699 and 700? Well, for those of you who don't use the interwebs or don't want to read the comics, I'll tell you. Dr. Octopus does the thinkable. He switches bodies or minds with Peter Parker. So Peter Parker is in a dying Dr. Octopus's body, and Dr. Octopus is in Spider-Man's body. So all throughout the 3 issues, Peter Parker is trying to figure out how to get to Dr. Octopus, or Doc Ock. And Doc Ock, what does he do? He goes to Mary Jane and tries to get some Poonanny. Yeah, I really couldn't understand it, but whatever. I guess that makes him a good villain. I don't know, but eventually in 700, Peter Parker dies, or Dr. Octopus dies. The body of Dr. Octopus dies, and so does Peter Parker's mind. But he is revived by his Uncle Ben and everybody that's up in heaven, which is a nice little touch. And he finds Spider-Man, or Peter Parker. Peter Parker finds his body, which is now being used by Doc Ock, and he says, "This is the final thing that I'm telling you before I die. You know, do good." And Dr. Octopus begins seeing all these memories of Peter Parker, why he became Spider-Man. He finally understands, why Peter Parker became Spider-Man. Like, he was living through Peter Parker's eyes, and he feels it. He feels the death of Uncle Ben, him being bullied by Flash Gordon, all these things, the symbiotic suit, all these story arcs over the last 50 years. And it finally hits him, I'm going to do good in the where you did good, I'm going to do better. I'm going to be the superior Spider-Man, and that's when the next, the next series is going. Way to plug your new series by doing that. So we'll see what happens. I read reviews. They said it's pretty good so far, so I have to get that. Last comic, Spawn, number 225, presidential edition. Look, Obama wins. Obama wins. I haven't read Spawn in like so long, because let's face it, the artwork was good. I just didn't really care for the stories that much anymore. I got too busy. So yeah, those are my comic book collection updates, and hope you guys enjoy. and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Have a good night. Bye-bye.